Hey everyone, just wanted to come on here real quick and talk a little bit more about the whole Jessica Kent situation. I'm going to keep this one as short and as sweet as possible. I actually wasn't even going to comment after the last video she put out last week, the I'm not okay but I'm getting there video, where she once again didn't take any accountability and purposely used certain talking points to distract and manipulate and backpedal. I had a few reasons why I didn't want to continue to address this and call her out. One, as a creator, I try not to put a whole lot of focus towards one person and one subject because it gets repetitive and redundant. And I also figure, like, once the truth is out there, people are going to take it how they want to. Like, her ride or dies, like, they want, a lot of them want no parts of what's actually the problem. Plus, she hadn't really been feeling good and uploading too much to YouTube, although she had been uploading to Instagram or TikTok, I'm not sure which one. But I had saw a few clips of her talking about being sick. Whatever. Then yesterday, Radiant Britt uploaded about Jessica, and so did Luke GTB, or Narcotic Savant, or Savant, I don't know how he says it. Links to their videos will be in the description, by the way. So I went over to Jessica's channel to see if anything new had been posted, and I noticed that she changed the thumbnail on her last video. Of course, the first thing I noticed is that she used my thumbnail in her new thumbnail, which wasn't there before, with the caption, "Liar Pants on Fire." And then I noticed that she changed the caption on her new thumbnail to "Canceled." I also noticed that she added a screenshot of Mindy's TikTok that's captioned, "Yeah, it's my turn now. Jessica Kent is a complete fraud," or something like that. So in comparing the two, not only did she change like the background screenshots to be more dramatic and against her, but she captioned it "Canceled." In one of the comments sections or chats I was in yesterday about Jessica, somebody had said, at least she told us the truth about her problem with drinking. And that basically that was the only thing that she was truthful about in her last video. When really that's not the truth. She's been very truthful about her toxic relationship with drinking. The video before her last video, the one that she took down, talked about how she has a good relationship with drinking now. I mean, it is really obvious that there is an issue there with drinking, or at least that's what she wants us to think, because that's definitely what she's putting out there. Of course, her recovery is important, and everything, the kids, and all that stuff is very important, but I like to put my focus towards her not being honest, because her brand is supposed to be authenticity, right? And she seems to keep forgetting the reason why she's here in this place right now on YouTube or on social media is because she had an ex-friend of hers sign an NDA and then went on to social media and expose all of her personal business. And the reason I keep bringing up the fact that she had Mindy sign an NDA is because that is the snakiest, slimiest thing you could do. You wanted her to stay quiet while you exposed everything about her, calling her a snitch, calling her a CPS caller, talking about her relapse and her drug use, and, you know, it was just really grimy. Attacking her livelihood, telling people they shouldn't buy her skincare products and her merch, and then packaging it and presenting it as you just being concerned. And yes, in the industry, an NDA is probably a standard, quote unquote. However, normal, people in the quote unquote industry don't usually go on after they have someone sign an NDA to expose everything about them. Because usually an NDA is put in place to silence a certain series of events or just in general for your personal business not to get out there. You're the one who put all the personal shit out there first, Jessica. And Mindy responded to you like, "Not so fast, girl. I don't care about your NDA." And being that you did what you did, that's why you're in the place you are right now. While we're at it, I think I want to play a clip from her last video. I want to play the part that I feel is most important. The part that she is avoiding with all of her energy that she can muster. The quote-unquote he said, she said. Let me play you a clip.
Also, I do know that you guys want to talk about drama and he said, she said, and receipts and text messages. There is so much I want to say. There's so much I want to say. I want to defend myself, which I'm learning as a trauma response. So is oversharing. So I love that for me. That's why I have such great dark humor. There is so much that I want to say, but there's so much that I won't say, if that makes sense, because I would rather take hate online every day of the week than cause harm in someone else's life, recovery, freedom. And if that means that some of you guys just won't believe me, then I'll take it. I signed up for all of this. I shared a lot. Maybe some of it I shouldn't have, but I know where my mental health is, and I know I have a really good support system. I don't necessarily know what other people's mental health is like, and I don't want to cause harm, and that might sound like bullshit to you guys, and if it does, I'm sorry. I just don't think it's responsible or necessary to continue to rehash he said, she said, especially when I know damn well that it could cause harm in someone else's life, like many other people, some of which never decided to even step foot in front of a camera. The goal of all of my videos is education, mental health, prison reform, recovery. It's not to cause harm or division or start drama on the internet. Anytime that I make a mistake with that, or I see that I've caused harm, I see that I did something that wasn't okay, or if I see that I've used my platform irresponsibly, I will immediately own it, and I did all of those things.
See, I had to stop it right there because when she's talking about oversharing, she's talking about the things she shared with everyone about her recovery and about her breakup with Reese, not how she shared all of Mindy's information, trying to get a whole community of people to go at her and pretty much cancel her. And saying that there's people involved that don't want to be a part of social media. I mean, who is that? The babysitter guy? And again, she's trying to dismiss this whole part of the situation and focus on her mental health, recovery, and how she overshared about her life and her relationship and her recovery. That's the part she overshared about, not about the other stuff. Some more of look over here, don't look over there, because this is the hill she's choosing to die on, that Mindy is lying, the screenshots aren't what they say, and that there's so much more to the story, which there probably is. But in order for her to tell her side of the story, a lot of what Mindy said is going to be found out to be true. I'm pretty sure of that, because it just wouldn't make sense any other way. But if she was to admit to those things, then her real life would probably get kind of complicated, which is why I understand why she kind of lied about part of it, but I have a huge issue with her continuing to play victim. That's a problem. Let me play you the rest of the clip.
So moving forward, I would like to just talk about how I'm doing, my journey and what my life looks like, and do my best to not reference other people. I'm also being very careful and guarded with the people that are in my life, because I've had people come into my life that have made excuses for my abuser or told me that it takes two, and just said really stupid shit when it comes to domestic violence and emotional, physical, and financial abuse. And it's just not okay. It's just not okay, so I am very guarded right now. I am a little withdrawn. I just know that I have to be selfish and committed and dedicated to healing myself, because if I'm not healed, nothing else is okay. If I don't heal, I will bleed on people that didn't cut me. And I know the saying, hurt people, but I don't think that's even true. I think hurt people want to feel good. They want to be happy. And sometimes they don't necessarily know how to respond to a certain situation, which I have to get better at. So even though I'm hurting, I am not moving maliciously to hurt other people. Anyone or anything that comes into my life that disrupts my peace, drains my energy, is not good for me, or could jeopardize my relationship with my babies, my freedom, any of that. That person or that thing is not coming into my life. I'm not going to stop helping people that are struggling in addiction or with homelessness or with mental health issues, but I have and have always helped them outside of my home, and I will continue to do that. I don't care who they are, what background they come from. I don't care about any of it. If I have something to give and I can help, even if it's just sitting there and talking to them, I'm going to. And that is not disrupting my peace or my recovery. That is helping me, which is weird because I get so much more from them than they get from me, because what can I give? A hug, some socks, Narcan, and I know that that's a big deal. But they give me so much more than I give them. Some people that I know that have struggled with homelessness or are currently homeless saw some of the drama online and asked me if I was okay. And they have so much more to worry about than online drama. And I was like, girl, what? Am I okay? Are you okay? It's cold as hell in Chicago. It was really hard to have someone ask me, in person, are you okay? I saw this stuff going on online. I'm not trying to be emotional, but this is my life, it's my whole life. Just sat here for 2 minutes, and I edit out where I calm myself down and I try to stop crying, so people on Reddit think I fake cry. So awesome. I really hope that this video has made sense, but I can't just tell you. I'm going to show you, and I know I can't fix everything or earn back trust in one video. I know it's going to take time, and I'm not fucking going anywhere.
Yeah, again, you're not the victim here. Like, maybe since you did what you did, there have been people that have been acting out of pocket and saying horrible things, because I have seen it here and there regarding her parenting and all of that stuff, because at the end of the day, I think that she is a good mom, and I don't think that she would jeopardize their safety, her children's safety. And I'm just going on my gut feeling on that, because I don't know, I just don't get the feeling that they're in danger. I think that most of the stuff that was going down in that basement was going down when they were with the babysitter. And I don't know, just in my head, I feel like when Mindy was staying there and they were partying and stuff, that there was a certain point where Jessica was like, I gotta get my act back together, and this has got to stop, because CPS was involved, she's breaking up with Reese, she's got all this stuff on her plate, right? And that's when Mindy sent her that message about, hey, that guy taking care of the kids looks like he's, whacked out or whatever. I think that's when some of the petty Betty stuff started happening. And that is part of the reason why when I make my videos about Jessica, I'm only going on her end of the conversation. I'm not going on what has just been said about her. I think that after Mindy said that is when, you know, the guy that she had in her house was down in the basement partying, and Jessica busted him out and was like, hey, I already told him that that's not going to happen anymore. And Mindy was like, I just wanted to let you know because I was concerned about the kids when, I don't know, come on now. I think that's when they started resenting each other. I think that Mindy resented her because the party was over, and I think that Jessica resented Mindy because she was calling out her, friend or boyfriend or whoever, Jason. And then it all evolved from there. Jessica, went off the rails and had her sign an NDA and went to the internet and tried to destroy her. Anyway, that's my speculation after, going through all the evidence that was presented. Anyways, I can't with that, like, fake virtue signaling stuff. I liked Jessica's content when she was passionate about it, like when she speaks about being pregnant and giving birth in prison and stuff like that. There is such a difference between the videos she used to do when regarding prison reform and, when she was first getting started to the videos she does about being little Betty Badass and the Queen Pin and like her whole demeanor changes. Anyways, you guys, I think I'm going to end the video here. I might revisit the Jessica Kent situation again if need be. I'm not sure. Never say never. Anyways, I hope you guys liked the video. Love y'all.